everyone. So today's pick a card is the Ten of Wands. And I want to thank everyone for your donations. They've been amazing. And if you'd like to donate, the links are in the description box along with my website. And on there, I'm really excited. I've been putting up new private readings, and I have a discount code on the first page when you go there. So you can type that in when you go to checkout and you can save some money. And some of the readings are already marked down too. So I will see you at your card. My number one. So let's see what the first 10 of Wands would like to say. The first message I'm getting is that if you can tell something is going to be an issue, take care of it immediately or as soon as possible, so it doesn't end up being a lot bigger problem later. Okay, so something happened in your past that forced you to go out on your own and find your own path. So congratulations. Part of I'm feeling there's just a lot of kind of resistance, and it's because you still want to try to do things your way and how you expect them to go. And the universe is trying to work with you like you want it to, but you're not giving it room to let it work with you. So then that's when these little problems that kind of poke up here and there end up being big issues, because you don't really want to deal with it, and it's not that big a problem right now because it doesn't fit with what you want to do then. So, right, the universe is telling you that if you just release your idea or the control that you feel like you need to have over your own life, you can still have control over your life and still work with the universe. So basically, when you're trying to make a decision, be in like the more peaceful and the more peaceful you are, the better decision you can really make. And that decision will also be the universe helping you to make the best decision for not only you then, but you in the future. And the universe doesn't tell you what you're going to need that thing for at that time. That's where you have to trust that, okay, there's something that came up over here. I need to go check it out. That's the universe saying, hey, there's something over here that needs your attention, because what you're doing right there isn't the best thing that you could be doing right now. And have a little trust in the universe and go take care of that problem, especially when it's a little one, and that little problem is going to help you in the next step on your path. Sometimes you have to keep going, especially when it feels like you need to keep going. Don't stop on the first one just because something happened. It's like, and that's one of those things that if the more that you work with and trust God or the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call the unknown, the more that you work with the universe and really working with your feelings, working with your own ideas, your own senses, in order to find the best route for you. And it takes practice, because I'm having a really hard time making that connection. And normally it's always there. But I'm really channeling you right now, or at least Spirit is having me really experience what it feels like. And on Spirit's side, it's like trying to negotiate with a brick wall. Like, it's just either you can't get anything through it. Can't get, and it's, yeah. So, the more that you can go with the flow, especially if it's not your flow, the more that you're going to be able to really have your life go a lot more smoothly and work out for your benefit, even better than what you thought you could do. And you don't have to carry all of those worries and concerns, like, oh, if I don't do this, then it won't happen like this, or I have to do it like this. And those things might not even happen. So when you're doing stuff and then a problem pops up, go take care of that problem. And then you can come back to what you were doing. And that process could be the exact thing that you need to figure out how to make the next step on what you're doing. Those little things like that, that's the universe working, trying to work with you, not against you. But if you're so focused on everything that you're doing right here, right now, and you're letting all this other little stuff kind of pile up around you, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. If part of the reasons that you could be having problems too is because you've been listening more to outside influences than your own. And God or the universe, it works with you in a very specific kind of way that nobody's really going to know or understand. And the universe is asking you to take a little bit of time by yourself to reconnect to yourself so you can actually figure out what the best decisions for you are. And that's confirmation. So, the universe is really asking you to just take a little bit of time to recenter, and you don't have to have everybody's opinion in your ear. This is your life, this is your path, and just because nobody agrees with the decisions that you make does not mean that it's not the right one for you. And if these people aren't real supportive of your decisions, then you should ask them why they're not supportive of your decisions. Is it just because they're scared and they don't want to do it? Or is it actually for something that is of concern? But don't take it just because they don't think it's a good idea. Ask why it's not a good idea. And then after that conversation, you can then, wow. Then you can go and reassess what they said. You don't have to answer them immediately just because they want you to, or because they want an answer to make themselves feel better. That's their problem, not yours. So yeah, you, I'm getting more that you definitely feel when something needs to happen. You feel a lot, as far as, when you kind of feel your way through making decisions and stuff. And when people start talking in your ear, it does affect your feelings. And then it makes it really hard to feel through everything because it's all muddled up. So you need to go get centered, get calm, so that way you can actually feel what's you and not you. especially if you have a couple that's involved in whatever it is you're doing. I'm feeling like a 2-on-1 kind of thing. Then you especially need to sit down by yourself and really feel through things, because when it's like 2-on-1, it's you're doubling down on what their ideas are and not yours. So that makes it twice as hard to really feel through if they're doing what's best for everybody or if they're doing what's best for them. And I'm not saying they aren't or not. I'm just saying that that makes it that much harder for you to really feel what you should and shouldn't do. So you definitely need to make sure that you spend time by yourself. Separate yourself out from your parents or your, I don't know if this is like some partnership thing or a couple's friend, I don't know. But there's a couple here that are heavily influencing how you feel. And that's making it really hard for you to figure out what you want to do. So yeah, go spend some time by yourself. So you can actually get a clear head, clear heart, and then you can start to feel what's best for you. Yeah, good luck. Hi, number 2. So, let's see what the second 10 of Wands would like to say. If you had to leave someone or someone left you, then that is supposed to help with healing some truths or healing some kind of false beliefs that you have in order to be able to work on becoming self-created. So basically, that pain is supposed to help start you creating something. Whatever you like doing that helps you deal with whatever's going on the inside, this is supposed to help jumpstart that. But you have to start. And, starting could just be thinking about what you like doing. Because sometimes, it takes quite a bit of will to start something. And sometimes you have to work up to it. especially when it's something that's like just hurts that much. You know, it's sometimes it's hard to get things going, but the universe is saying just start thinking about it, and that will kind of get you motivated to get up and start something. And even if it's just a chaotic mess when you're trying to start and it doesn't seem to really be working out, just keep going. Because you're not going to see the end project or end result right away. So it looks like it's just going to look kind of like a chaotic mess, but it'll come together in the end. And it's through that process that you're going to be healing and learning a lot about yourself in order to get your life together in a fashion that you want it. I heard get your shit together. But things have to fall apart in order to create something new. And that's kind of the point here, where this is supposed to help with creating something new that is honest and raw you. Because that's where you really start that healing process, is just being that raw core, nothing's there, just you gotta start doing stuff that just gets your mind off of it, or stuff that you enjoy doing, and all these things will kind of start to come together into this one beautiful end project that is you, and it's you with your life the way that you want it. There we go. Confirmation. And this is something that you're really going to be able to be proud of, something that you can show off and really make your life out of. And find people along the way who are better fitted for you. People who are actually good for you and want to support you and want to help you. So this is not the end all be all. This is the beginning. This is where you pick yourself up and you put yourself back together again by doing things that you enjoy doing and being just honest and truthful when you're doing them. Or all the time, really, if you want to heal, but heal that. Yeah. So this is confirmation that this is definitely the beginning, the catalyst to creating your whole new world. Good luck. Hi, number 3. So let's see. The third Ten of Wands would like to say. The first message I'm getting is that if you're going through a separation or a divorce, Let it go. It's done. And I realize that's kind of harsh, but the sooner that you can accept that it's over and begin to heal and hopefully grow and release this person, then you can make room for somebody else. Somebody who is a better match. Yeah, because any kind of pleading is not working. It's making it worse, or making bargains and deals that yeah, so the reason that this is happening is because you really need to focus on your own path, on your own life. I'm getting here that you were so invested in everything else that and you weren't getting anything in return, so it's made you very bitter and conniving, and that's not really who you are. You are actually compassionate and kind and caring. But you were putting all of those qualities into the wrong people. You should have been putting them into yourself first. And since you have not, the universe is putting you in a situation where you're going to have to. You're going to have to be nice to yourself. You're going to have to take care of yourself. You're going to have to actually invest your own feelings into your own decisions. Yeah, this whole process is supposed to bring about a whole transformation, a whole inner transformation from the inside out. We're talking dark soul, like dark night of the soul. There we go. That's what it's called. You're hitting rock bottom, and you have to hit rock bottom in order to get to the core of who you are. It's like a hard reset, factory reset, if you will. I mean, you can't really actually physically be reborn, but this is a whole process. You are now going to be healing and learning and growing from this separation. And don't let anyone tell you how to grieve. You need to heal in the best way that is for you. So, just because someone says that you need to do this or feel this or take this long does not mean that's what's best for you. So if you really want to heal, and move on, then try to find something that you can really that you like doing, that'll help kind of work through this process. And you know, it doesn't have to be one solid thing. If that means you're going to be trying out a bunch of new things, then do that. And in fact, that might be the best way for you to start, especially if you don't know where to start. Get a tarot deck. That's where I started. Especially since my family said no. I especially went that direction, because they were the ones that were causing me problems anyway. So, yeah, you have the full capability of providing yourself the life that you were trying to achieve by investing your time into other people. Now you're going to invest all of that into yourself, so that way you can have your own dream life. And with that process comes whatever family situation you desire. But you need to stay single first for a while, because that's what the universe is really suggesting, is that right now you really need to be single. And that doesn't mean not seeing people or interacting with them, or, you know, dating. Just nothing serious. Don't move in with somebody. Nothing serious. All right. Be single and focus all your time and energy into what you need. Good luck. Hi, number 4. So let's see what the 4th 10 of Wands like to say. The message I'm getting is that you are still extremely connected to your mom, and that includes what you do for a career. What you do for a career is what your mom said you should do. And it's dull and flat, and by flat I mean gray. It's lifeless. It works, but there's no joy in it. and there you have something deep down inside there that's screaming to come out. You're gonna have to disconnect yourself from your mother. Alright, well, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, but man, it's like, alright, hold on. You feel very empty and alone, even though it's fueled by, well, and it's like, it's supposed to be this fantastical thing that's supposed to bring passion and joy and wealth, and it's supposed to save the world, yet you're not really feeling it. The only way to fix that is to go towards what you feel. What do you like doing? It's weird. This whole reading has been inverted compared to what I'm used to reading, or what I'm used to seeing. It's fascinating for me. Well, change is always hard. And especially, people don't like change. Especially when you're doing what they want you to do and then you're going to stop doing that. They really don't like that. Here's the deal though. If these people in your life actually love you, then they will support you. And if they do not, then that's how you know that you need to walk away from them. They are very clear and cut signs. So just because they might get upset, but if they still support you, great. If they do not, bye. And if you don't make these changes yourself, the universe is going to start putting you in situations that are just going to enhance what you're already going through. And it's going to keep happening until you do something about it. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets. So a good start is to just start doing things that you are doing just for you. You do them because they make you feel good, not because they make someone else feel good or anything like that. And that method will start you kind of on your own discovery process, but it's also going to kind of help you start working with the universe before something drastic happens. Because it's kind of like a volcano where eventually it might sit dormant for a while, and you've been dormant for a very long time, and it's eventually going to erupt. And you really don't want to erupt to the point that you destroy all of your relationships unless that's what needs to be done. If that's really what needs to be done, then, honestly, you're probably not going to do anything about it until that does happen. So at that point, then you're really going to have to figure something out. But it's in those times of extreme need that you really figure out what it is that you want. You really start changing your views and your priorities when you do not have anything left. But after that process, well, okay, I thought that was going to be different, but that's confirmation for what we were saying. So, after you blow up like a volcano and you destroy all of your relationships, then you're going to figure it out. Good luck. Hi, number 5. So let's see. For the 5th, 10 of Wands, I'd like to say. Knowing thyself. Yeah, excuse me. Cause it's a real deep self-aware. And heavily based with in feeling. Because that's the one sense that is being utilized, and all my other ones are cut off. Phew. Kind of feels like drowning. Oh, that's heavy. I haven't carried anything heavy like that for a while, so I'm not saying that's bad. That's just, you're putting more weight when you go weightlifting and you put on an extra 20 pounds. Hello. 20 pounds is a lot. Anyway, your strength that's your strength though, is that deep feeling. I'm getting that you find it more of a burden than a gift. And that's because when you feel that deep and you feel other people's stuff that deep, it gets really heavy. And especially if you don't know yourself, then you can carry all that extra weight. And for you, that's a lot of extra weight. So through this process of getting to know yourself and know how you feel about stuff, and then how that's not in line with how other people feel about stuff, you can start shedding weight. Then the only thing you're carrying is yourself. And you're going to have to kind of work through it and sift through it. And it seems like you're doing that. And, you know, it's been definitely a brutal process. So yeah, the more that you can focus on your own feelings, the more weight you can shed. So that way this curse doesn't feel like such a curse. It's going to be you who decides how you use this power, but the only way that you're going to be able to control it is to find who you are. Now, the things that you get real defensive about, those are deep-seated things that need looking at. Those are the things that are making this ability you have feel like a curse. If you want to do a private reading, we can actually sift through all of it. But this is a general read, and I'm not going to lay out every single specific situation. So, confirmation. In order to find the truth of who you are, you need to spend some time by yourself. Good luck.